Our top story at this hour, and this is the news that broke first on Times Now. A clear impact of our previous news break. MHA has set up an interministerial committee to coordinate investigations into violations of various legal provisions of PMLA, Income Tax Act and FCRA by Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, Rajiv Gandhi Charitable Trust and Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust. We're also given to believe that a special director of the Enforcement Directorate will head the committee. In fact, the spokesperson of the Ministry of Home Affairs had tweeted that the MHA has set up this interministerial committee to coordinate investigations into these violations by various trusts. Let's go across to our internal security editor, Nikunj Garg, who's joining us with more inputs on the story now. Nikunj, this is a very significant move, and the government perhaps moving in the ideal direction to probe this further.
Well, yes, Preeti, at least if a probe has to be mounted, then the government has to find a mechanism. And at this point in time, government has found a mechanism in the form of a special committee. And that committee, under the tutelage of the Enforcement Directorate Special Director, as you said, would have an overarching mandate to probe under various laws. Remember, FCRA, Foreign Contribution Regulatory Act, is an act of whose Ministry of Home Affairs is custodian of. Similarly, Enforcement Directorate is custodian of the PMLA. But at some point of time, the thought is, or the line of investigation indicates, is that at some point in time, these various acts may cross exist or
Nikunj, I think there's some problem in that connection with you. We'll have to patch that again. I seem to have lost it midway. We'll try and reconnect on that with you. I just want to quickly go across to Prashant as well, who is with us on the broadcast and tracking inputs on the story. Prashant, this is, like I said, a very significant development. The MHA moving in the direction to probing the allegations further, and this is sure to get some response from the Congress party. Have they responded at all so far?
Well, Preeti, first of all, we need to remember the fact that the Congress party had in a way challenged the BJP government, saying, you are in the government today, you have all the agencies with you. Why is it that you only make headlines by leaking infos, and why don't you take action? That perhaps has haunted them back, with the government now launching an action and an investigation into the matter, with the special director of ED and an interministerial team being formed. Now, when it was broken on Times Now first, the Congress party's reaction was, we have not done anything wrong. There were paper trails to show how money from even the Prime Minister's fund were diverted to the fund of Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, to which they said that the money was duly accounted for. It was audited by the then CAG, and also the money was used for, flirt purpose. Now, with the teams being launched, you will see a scathing reaction coming in from the Congress party. For now, the Congress has not reacted. The story has broken on Times Now yet again, and the Congress has not reacted it. We'll have to see the kind of response that comes in from the Congress, because I'm given to believe that Mr. Singhvi will be doing a press conference in some time from now. We can expect a reaction coming in from the Congress party. But for now, no reaction has come in. We'll have to wait or the Congress party reacts to it.
Right, that important press conference is supposed to happen at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We'll surely cover that and try and put some tough questions to the Congress. Stay with me, Prashant. I want to also go across to Mr. Ravi Srivastava, political analyst, joining me on the broadcast now. Ravi Srivastava, well, this is something that you all had pointed out earlier as well, that if the government has proof of any wrongdoing on the part of these charitable organizations, then they have every right to start a probe, and that's exactly what they have done now. Your reaction?
Preeti, absolutely no problem. The probe is always welcome. Probe should be done. If prima facie anything is established that there was some malafide, some bungling, some scam has happened, the probe is most welcome, because the probe will give an edge to the Congress also, because it's a 15 years old case. Now, the government has been there in power for last 6 years. They could have seen that what has gone wrong then. And the point here now is, 15 years, China was the best friend for Congress as well as BJP. Till April 2020, Preeti, nobody said that China is an enemy. Everybody was friendly. Prime Minister was going there. Their shipping was coming to India. Everything was going on hunky-dory. It was very good relationship with them. Lot of economics was growing. Lot of business was growing. Suddenly, after 15 years, you realize that money was funded by Chinese and it was wrongly used. Now all trust accounts are audited. I mean, I was just hearing to your past broadcast and I heard somebody said, how come the government departments and the ministry was donating into Rajiv Gandhi Foundation?
Yes.
I have worked for 30 years, Preeti, in a public sector, central public sector undertaking, oil company. I know very well these oil companies pay to give expensive gifts to the all parliamentarians, all parliament committees, all ministers. They do it. That should also be probed. Now, why only selectively Rajiv
No,
Gandhi
you may be raising a valid point, and I'm by no means suggesting that two wrongs make it a right. If you have certain point that needs to be investigated, as a responsible citizen of the country, you have all right to choose legal means and go about that investigation, or at least demand it. Mr. Ravi Srivastav, stay with me. I want to go back to my colleague Nikunj Garg, who is in fact tracking inputs on the story from the MHA for us, and he's on the broadcast once again. Nikunj, the critics of the government would continue to say that this is political vendetta and nothing else, and this is a 15-year-old case or whatsoever. But the point here is that if any wrongdoing has happened, whether it was 15 years ago or 20 years ago, it needs to be investigated, and the MHA seems to be just moving in that direction.
Well, Preeti, that will surely come the government way, because remember, this government has now been in power for over 6 years. And after 6 years, once the Chinese transgressed into your territory, relationship with China became thorny, that this issue has come to fore. And obviously, that backdrop, the government has set up this committee to probe the trust. But as you say, that if there is a wrong, that wrong needs to be probed. At what point in time? About the timing, there can be debate. About the timing, people can say that this is selective political vendetta. That is a cross that the government will have to bear. And it will have to bear till that point in time, until the probe yields something substantial. Because remember, as Mr. Srivastava was pointing out, trust accounts are audited. Is there something glaring that is missing in the auditing purposes? Are the auditors hand in glove with the trust? Has there not been complete declaration? If on those counts the government can come up, or the investigation, actually the investigation now moves to the Enforcement Directorate. And if the Enforcement Directorate can move into the realm of something really substantive, then for sure this charge that is being leveled against the government at this point in time would be blunted. But if that doesn't happen, then the government will have to answer as to why was the probe set up after 6 years, only when the China relationship became thorny, and that too trust related to the Gandhi family. That is a question that will not vanish in the thin air, and it will only be blunted, Preeti, at a point when something substantive, illegal comes to the fore. So that is now incumbent on the government committee to find out that there have been irregularities, grave wrongdoing, financial misappropriation, or financial bunglings that have been committed by these trusts, and therefore there was a need necessitated for the government to set up this committee, and not just for the purposes of some kind of selective action as is being alleged.
Right. But Nikunj, if we talk about the composition of this committee, which has been formed by the Ministry of Home Affairs, essentially the purpose for this is to bring under one umbrella the various investigations that will be carried out around legal provisions of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act, Income Tax Act and the FCRA, and the various trusts that will have to be investigated. Instead of having, to focus in various aspects, they will be collectively brought under the umbrella of this committee?
Absolutely. Said that Ministry of Affairs is the custodian of Foreign Contribution Act. They are the ones who carry under that act. Prevention of Money Laundering Act is powered in the Enforcement Directorate. Similarly, various provisions of the Income Tax Directorate is. Now, these are the acts that are being intertwined in a probe commission, so to say, in a special probe committee that the government is setting up. And under that, under the overarching mandate, under the omnibus mandate of the committee, the probe will carry. And wherever it is required that the one act provision are not seemingly enough to carry on with the probe, the provisions that are vested in another act can be utilized by this committee. That is why the formation of a special committee to be headed by Enforcement Directorate special director. But as I said, that all the acts put together, the whole focus has to be in proving that there is some grave wrongdoing, that the money that has been, remember Preeti, the monies that have transferred have obviously been declared in public accounts. Congress party leaders have said that they have been audited year after year. has there been any siphoning of these funds by the trust to the private account of individuals who are associated with these trusts, the managers, the trustee, or anybody else? That is the million-dollar question.
But you know, Nikunj, when we broke the story here on Times Now, we also highlighted how the auditor appointed to that charitable trust was also a Gandhi family loyalist. So, you know, everything is interconnected and you cannot ignore certain important aspects when it comes to probing these various foundations owned and controlled by the Gandhi family. And essentially, Prashant, that makes the story that much more political, with the Congress party claiming that this is selective targeting of one parivar, of one family. But the fact of the matter also is that they have benefited with their position in power over the years when the UPA was ruling the country. Prashant, before you answer that, let me put that up with Shehzad Poonawalla as well, who's joining me now on the phone line. Shehzad, like I said, the charge of political vendetta would be the first one that would come from opposition. But that does not really undermine the progress that needs to be made when it comes to investigating the wrongdoing by these charitable trusts.
You know, every time these Congress people, they're daring the government कि भैया आप सिर्फ हेडलाइन मैनेजमेंट करते हैं, सबूत है, होता कुछ है, तो इन्वेस्टिगेशन कराओ. जब इन्वेस्टिगेशन कराने जाते हैं तब बोलते हैं वेंडेटा. Even when court takes action and levels charges against the Gandhi family, they cry vendetta. The point is the RGF is a special purpose vehicle of one family's interest. So people's money was transferred into it, China's money was transferred into it, and the country's interests were surrendered. Whether it was the Arctic interest in RCEP, whether it was the territorial interest that was surrendered between 2010 to 2013. And I agree with your star reporter Nikunj, who says that first of all, it has to be a multi-pronged investigation. There is foreign funding that has happened. FCRA has to be looked into. You have to also look into the rules that were broken while taking money from the various departments of Government of India, Prime Minister's National Relief Fund, against the rule. And you also need to investigate that what is the quid pro quo. When you take money from China and you surrender your interests towards an enemy state, then you have to have a detailed probe of money laundering as well.
Exactly.
Therefore, I think that it is a correct move. It's not vendetta. But of course, Indira's Poti and Indira's Pota will feel that everything is vendetta.
Mr. Ravi Srivastava, if you could hear Shehzad Poonawalla, do you want to reply to him?
Yeah, definitely I would
Go
like
ahead.
to reply to him that any probe should not be selective and discriminatory. What I heard from Nikunj Gar, it is not alone Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. The particular committee is going to probe into all similar kind of trust. Those also should be investigated. Now, if Shehzad Poonawalla wants to know, let me tell him that the so-called much hyped PM Cares Fund has appointed an auditor who is a Sangh sympathizer. So if somebody is talking about the Congress loyalist in those days, I'm not surprised that the BJP government is doing the same thing today. Point is that you probe it. But at the same time, the probe should not be limited to a particular party or a particular trust or a fund. It should be probed what Mr. Nitin Gadkari signed in China, what Mr. Bhagat Singh Koshyari signed in China, what Mr. Ram Madhav and Bala Apte signed in China on 19th of January 2009.
No, but Mr. Ravi Srivastava, if there is no member of the BJP in Rajiv Gandhi Trust, then that's not BJP's fault. As of now, we're talking about these charitable organizations, and those people who are associated them will obviously be investigated. Why do you want to bring others into this ambit?
See, if you are going to probe it, you cannot be selective. Then all kind of crimes, even which I mentioned in my prior statement, that even the donations made by the ministries and the government CPSEs to the government trusts and other trusts.
Shehzad, do you want to respond to that?
Should be probed. All should be probed. Why selectively
Okay,
do it for Rajiv Gandhi?
let Shehzad Poonawalla reply to you.
Preeti, Ravi is a senior person. He's the government, and he can just answer this question. Give me just 20 seconds. Ravi ji, and the RGF Foundation, the Prime Minister of India then was the General Secretary. Sonia Gandhi, who was the controller of UPA government, was the chairperson. Jambaram and others who were important position holders were in the same trust. Don't you think that is a conflict of interest? These wild allegations that you're making are not based on any proof. But here is a clear-cut case of conflict of interest. So that the PMNRF is controlled by Manmohan Singh. He gives it to a foundation where he is the Secretary General. He gives it to a foundation where Mrs. Sonia Gandhi is his boss. is the boss of that foundation. That RGF Foundation is not under RTI, and therefore it blocks information as to how the money is used. In fact, Mr. Manmohan Singh, as finance minister in the 1990s, even committed 100 crores to this foundation, even though it was just 1 month old. Therefore, the levels of conflict of interest that are involved here, please understand and do not undermine it. Mr. Ravi Srivastava, you're a senior gentleman. Please talk not from a political
Allow me to respond.
I will
Allow me to
allow you.
respond.
Let
Yeah.
Shehzad finish his point,
Yeah.
Raviji.
Yeah.
Let Shehzad finish his point. Yeah.
And point number, Ravi, these people were cribbing about RCEP, right? And so they about RCEP, and then wait to be signed.
Shehzad, that's part 2 of our investigation, and as of now, the MHA today says that they will be, in fact, forming this committee to conduct investigations on part 1 that our channel broke, and that is related to coordinate investigations into the violations of various legal provisions of the Money Laundering Act and others for Rajiv Gandhi Trust, Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, and Indira Gandhi Memorial Trust. So, therefore, let's not at the moment shift our focus to part 2. Maybe the government will have its priorities set on that as well after some time. But Ravi Srivastava, you wanted to respond to Shehzad Poonawalla. Why this question of selective targeting? There are important issues here, and like Shehzad said, that being a senior political analyst, you would at least agree with us on one part, that if there is wrongdoing in these 3 organizations at least, let's investigate that, get it out of our way, and then move ahead.
I said it right in the beginning. The probe is very welcome. The probe must be done. Investigation must be done. This will absolve the Congress party if there is no wrongdoing. Do it. There is no problem. But what I am saying is, 10 years from now, down the line, you will be probing the PM Cares Fund as well. Because they are also the trustees, are the finance minister, the home minister, and all those people who are in the government. So you will be bringing the same logic that time that the finance minister and the prime minister were the part of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Exactly the same thing is happening today, which we will be probing 10 years later. So let us do it. There is no problem. But the government should have transparency in what they are doing. They are not declaring that what they have collected in the RTI, not RTI is applicable to them, not audit is applicable to them. What kind of PM Cares Fund are we operating today? Will be the same kind of charges will be leveled against Mr. Narendra Modi and his government 10 years down the line. Same thing will happen.
Sir, that is for the government of future to decide. For the moment, this big decision has been taken that a multiple, this probe, in fact, will take place now with multiple central laws, and obviously there seems to be more skeletons are expected to tumble out of this closet, which was very closely guarded by the Gandhi Parivar and the Congress Party particularly. Thank you very much, Ravi Srivastava, Shehzad Poonawalla, for speaking to us. We'll take a very quick break here, but our focus on this story will continue on the other side as well. Stay with us.